I am live. This is Robert from Precision Camera. This is the 2-minute warning to us talking about the Olympus EM1 Mark III. I hope you guys are ready to go. Phone calls, phone calls, and phone calls. Are we up and going? Is it ready to roll?
I'll let you know.
Okie dokie. We're going to wait for Facebook to catch up to us.
Yeah, I don't see it on my feed either.
Warning to us talking about the Olympus EM1 Mark III.
Okay.
Are you going to be on the thing too, Phil? You'll be able to hit me with questions?
On my board, I will.
Awesome.
If you want to vamp a bit, feel free. We don't have.
Vamp about what? I don't vamp. I don't talk too much. People say I talk too much. I don't talk too much at all. I just stand around.
Shut up.
God, I've already been told to shut up with my boss and we haven't even started yet.
Yeah, you're on now.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Robert from Precision Camera, and today we're actually going to talk about the Olympus EM1 Mark III and a couple of my favorite features on this camera and why I love shooting them so much. I also got on there the 45 1.2, one of the better portrait lenses, as well as a good street walking lens that gives you a beautiful 90mm 1.2 for low light, beautiful background blur, great autofocus, but again, shooting in the dark, it's still one of my favorite toys. The thing that I'm in love with on this camera is actually the Live ND feature. All those times when we go hiking and take cameras out, we always constantly are taking our tripods with us. We finally now have a camera that will actually give us the luxury of going out and being able to hand hold and use either a 2-stop all the way to a 10-stop ND filter internally, but not have to worry about carrying a tripod with us. Outside of that, the other addition to this camera that I'm in love with, the thumb autofocus control button. So now I can actually control where my focus point is, and the tracking for when I shoot sports, because everybody knows I'm an Olympus fanatic when it comes to shooting any action. I love the 15 frames a second. I love the control, and then my other favorite thing, I love how weather sealed the camera is. You get dual memory card slots, so you actually can put 2 UHS Type 2s in both slots. You have the 4K video, and the image stabilization built into the body when paired with certain lenses can give you up to a 6.5 stop leeway between them both.
So if I had the 2, what's the 3 give me over the 2?
It gives you the Live ND filter. The question was, what does the version 3 give you over the version 2? The Live ND filter, I think the autofocus tracking is definitely faster, more accurate. And then the other thing that you're going to get is the artificial intelligence autofocus, to where they're basically making it to where you can track cars,
So the camera's
airplanes.
actually smarter than you are, is what you're saying.
As my boss said, the camera is actually smarter than me. Yes, it is.
Doesn't take much for that.
No, really doesn't. I also love the fact and how solid they're made, aside from the weather sealing. I do love the fact that their cameras are extremely durable.
Find it, buddy.
Yeah, I want one anyway. This is how your boss throws you off your game. He's going to throw shit at me later, too. Am I allowed to say stuff?
It's your audience. I'm just here to.
The battery life on this bad boy when using the screen on the back of the camera is averaging for me about 500 to 550 shots. When I turn the screen off and use viewfinder only, I'm actually getting in between 950 to 1,000 shots. I find the battery life has definitely gotten better in how this camera works. The other toys that we're going to do with this thing, because it's the camera choice of the day for me, we're actually going to do anything over $500 today. We have a 50 off 500.
Huh? Did we talk about that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You have 50 off 500, so you can get the extra $50 off. And per Greg, we're actually doing an extra 20% off of the ProMaster Jasper medium-sized bag.
That's a nice bag.
It is a great satchel bag, as well as the ProMaster HGX filter. It's
I got a question for you. If I know nothing what HGX is, what is that?
I was about to talk about
Yeah,
the filter.
Right, you were not either. I already know you.
The HGX filter is actually coated 21 times on the optic. It's one of the cleanest non-reflective filters, and by far one of the sturdiest filters on the market. So if you're a klutz like Greg Berger, you can beat the crap out of it and never really have to worry about if this filter is going to go bad on you.
You can write a Sharpie on it, all this stuff.
You can take a Sharpie to it, color your name in there, and then you can actually just wipe it right off.
What's the warranty on ProMaster products?
Well, it depends on the product, but most ProMaster filters have a 1-year over-the-counter exchange, so if you can scratch the filter, we will give you another one. On the camera bags, if the strap rips on you or anything goes wrong with the camera bag, same thing, you bring it in, we give you another one.
That's a great warranty.
It is a great warranty, Mr. Bird.
Warranty, basically.
Unconditional. Their tripods is my favorite. It's a 3-year unconditional. You could basically rip a leg off of it, come back, and we'll get you another one. Yeah. Greg's asking me out for dinner right now. I just want everyone to know that.
Don't tell your wife.
She's not, never mind.
No.
You make it hard. I forget what I was going to say.
I was bored at you one the other day. We gotta liven you up, baby. Come on.
I don't know how to liven things up. I have my first
So,
question.
I have an Olympus. I have an Olympus. I have the OM1, the version 1, which I like.
You have the version 2.
There's some buttons. Are you ever going to have a class to show me what every button does on my camera? Because I don't know all the buttons.
Greg's question is, we ever do a class on the Olympus camera? We actually do a class once a month that Tamara teaches. It is out to go through all the menu functions. We do firmware updates on the camera for you as well. What was that question, Phil, you threw at me? Because Greg made me
We have
forget
a
it.
question from the audience. Oh,
Any
I-
order, tell them on any
It's
order
on-
Yeah.
over $500.
Any order over $500, it will be $50 off. Put in the coupon code 50 off 500, and you will get an actual $50 off extra. If you do sign up for this thing, put my name in the comments so they'll actually know where you guys saw this. Most of it should be posted as a kit per Sarah. She did that a little earlier for us.
so the front door is closed, correct?
The front door is closed.
But, however, if people call in, can they talk to a salesperson?
We are doing live. If you guys want to ask us questions, do not be afraid to call the store. There are 4 phone numbers on our website for 4 different salespeople, so you can get them direct to their cell phones. If you have questions, please don't be afraid to ask us. Call us. We're open technically just to be able to ship stuff to you. We're not doing curbside. So if you need something, we put it in the mail. If you're in within 500 miles, UPS is usually there the very next day.
So, but they can call in, press option 4, and it just rings on the sales board, and somebody at random will pick it up.
And we do have a salesperson here every day, so someone will be able to answer questions and do your orders for you as well.
Great.
Anything else you want to throw at me? It was inevitable. I'm going to give a shout out to Nikki again because it'll drive Mike crazy.
How about that, ask anybody want that Nikon 500 5.6?
That's a great question. If anybody wants the Nikon 500mm PF, the new 5.6 that actually only weighs 3.6 pounds and can be handheld for a 500mm, it's a pretty wonderful little lens.
How much is that? It's like
3,700,
37.
$36.99.
Ah, but you get $50 off.
And
Yeah, but you get $50 off.
$50 off. Free shipping.
You just want to come and stand next to me?
It's
You
in
get
stock.
both sides.
We have one in stock.
And we actually have one in stock.
Ships today, have it tomorrow. Maybe.
Saturday?
Okay.
Mhm.
No, yeah, Monday.
And I think UPS has picked up already.
Well, you negative
No,
Nancy
we'll get
there.
it. We'll get it.
Yeah,
to
but
UPS.
Dylan will take it. Yeah, Dylan goes.
Shut up, Beck.
We get the order in the next hour. I will drive it to UPS.
If you guys order it, the owner will take it. Phil, he will take it directly to
Wherever- As
UPS.
far as wherever you live in Texas.
Tell them about the 1DXs flowing too.
The Canon 1DX Mark III, we're starting to get extra shipments in, so any of those that you would like to get, we have them on order now, and they're actually coming with the card reader and a 64 gig card. That's probably going to be for a limited time with Canon. With the Olympus, we have the kits for the EM1 Mark III with the 12 to 40, as well as the kit with the 12 to 100. What's the matter, Rachel?
Technical difficulty real quick.
Oh, so now I'm just talking for no reason.
Actually, your audio is
Well, you're still on.
Oh, the audio's on. So if you guys have wondered why I look so good right now, it's real. It's just your screens have gone completely blank because I'm so pretty. Give us one sec. We are rehooking up the new Camlink. We are using a Sling Studio again for our fun display today. Ninja Greg behind me.
So, we're still talking. The Olympus system, though, I like it because it's small, compact, easy to use.
I like the fact that the image stabilization is built into the body, so every one of their lenses are going to be smaller than anybody else on the market.
And it's 2 times whatever. So that 45 lens is a 90.
Correct, 90
1.2.
millimeter 1.2. They actually make they have their own little trilogy. They make a 17 millimeter. Trilogy. It's a big word for me.
Oh, yeah.
Been playing Scrabble a
That
lot
means
lately.
almost 3 for you.
Almost 2.5.
Yeah.
6 feet, you guys. Teach there.
I've-
That's good.
No, it's okay. I'm holding the Clorox and I'm waving it in front of them.
Oh God. They make a 17 millimeter 1.2, and for those of you that actually see my sports pictures, you know it's my favorite under the basket lens. They make a 25 1.2.
Sports? What sports? I haven't seen sports in weeks.
Yeah. One day we'll actually get to go back and shoot again. We are having technical difficulties. Please, everybody order a pizza and then save me some. I will be right over.
I guess we can do curbside donuts for you, right? If you want to bring donuts or cookies, just knock on the door and leave it on, and you can open it up and get it.
I go for the cookies.
Yeah, what kind?
Oatmeal raisin.
You know, I made some the other day, homemade. It's
I do
pretty
like
good.
your oatmeal raisin cookies. Are we live again? We've got a little red dot saying looks like it's up. See, Tamara, aren't you happy I went first and not you?
I know, right? I'm all set. Well, I can do mine in the dark.
You do a lot of things. Yeah.
Hey. What do you being so
21
mean?
21 people on.
But it does save up there, so we got that going for us.
Yay. Is Casey freaking out right now? I bet Casey's freaking out right now.
We used to have a guy named Casey that worked for us.
Check, the power's on because the little blue light's on the top of it.
We are still live.
Yay.
I think we're doing better now without the picture than we were with it.
I know.
Well, talk more about the Olympus system since you got it in front of you. I
Where
mean,
would
who
you-
cares if you're looking at you or not, as long as you can talk about the system.
It's a good point. One of the things that I do like about the camera is the fact they have 4 different custom function settings.
I always get confused. I never know what button to touch on the custom functions.
It's on the top of the camera. It says C1, C2, C3, C4.
Okay.
And once you've gone in the menu, you've actually programmed it. You have the luxury of being able to say if you have your favorite sunset or your favorite way of shooting sports or your favorite portrait.
You're pre-programming it for that.
Exactly. Simple pre-programming.
What happened?
We're live. We have sound. We have no picture. For some reason, that thing is freaked out.
Backman's never looked any better, man. I'm telling you.
Are we not live anymore?
We are live
Oh,
right
we're still
now.
live.
We're just talking about camera.
So remember I used to have to
Robert.
call you up. How do I on manual mode when I wanted to see what's that called live.
See the exposure?
There you go.
Well, the cameras come programmed now, so you don't actually have to turn it on anymore. But the exposure is live with all mirrorless cameras, so your biggest advantage is what you see is what you get. There's no more
That's what I
guessing
like.
involved.
Yeah, so you can shoot manual all the time.
Exactly, and you now know exactly what you're doing. Or if you want to be a little on the lazy side, you can shoot aperture
You
priority.
can only do that on a mirrorless. You can't do it on a typical SLR, the old ones, right?
If they can go into live view, yes, you can. If they can't go into live view, no.
Okay.
I do have to say I've always loved the ease of use on their Olympus menus. I like the tracking, how they're different. You know, when you use their continuous autofocus tracking and you lock it onto a subject, it will actually stay locked on the subject. So a lot of the times what I try to
Does
teach.
this have the new pet eyes that follows pets?
No, it doesn't have the follow pets, but it does have the eye start for regular.
Gotcha. So you can't take pictures of your dog? Is that what you're saying?
You can still take pictures of your dogs.
Oh, okay.
It'll be fast too and cute. I also like the fact you can stand in the pouring rain with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, not all lenses though.
Most of the Olympus lenses are completely weather sealed, so you can stand in the rain.
I know all the pro lenses are.
Yep. A lot of the entry level ones aren't, but all the
One
pro
card
stuff.
slot, 2 card slots?
Got it.
Dual card slot as well as. Ooh, am I back up? Yay!
up.
It's me and Greg.
And we can see you now.
Yeah,
60.
well, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, by the way.
Let's see. Where am I standing? Hey, look! I'm back in the middle. I'm the monkey.
Put the wide angle lens on, Backman's back on.
I also like another feature they added to the back of this thing, which is they've now put a thumb dial on, so it's easier to move your focus point as well. Isn't it good to have Greg back, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
I don't know what else to talk about now that the power went out.
Now you're back on, you have nothing to talk about?
Well, I did all the
Talk
talking.
about something else.
Hmm.
Well, the one thing I want to let everyone know is that we have a contest going on right now. You're locked up at home, you're on lockdown, take your picture, put it on our Facebook site, and we're going to pick some winners. $100 and $50 for first and second every week. We want to give money away. We want people to keep taking pictures while we're on this lockdown. Go out and take pictures of your kids, your pets, flowers, macro photography is great to do now. Food photography would be fantastic now.
Some frogs will always help too.
Live or dead, it doesn't really
It
matter.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, just post your pictures on our site, start sharing with everybody.
Yes.
You know, you got to do something. You stay home all day after a while. You can't watch Netflix. Well, you can watch.
I can watch Netflix all day.
I can't.
What's the name of the coupon again?
50 off 500
50
is
off
the coupon
500.
code.
50 off 5.
500.
Good on any product. People are asking on here if it's good on any order.
Any order over $500.
Every product that we have over $500.
So if you order, what if you order a product that's $100, $200, and $200?
No. Well, if you order all three of them, yes,
So
it's
you can't add up
$500.
that. I made it 1 plus 2 plus 2. I thought maybe you could at least figure that out. You can't. That would be a $500 order.
Is he too loud?
Well,
Hey Robert, how fast is the 12 to 45?
2.8.
20?
it's not a variable lens?
Nope.
Any other
And the
questions?
45, the question was how fast is the aperture on the 12 to 40? It's 2.8 all the way through. The 45 is actually 1.2, so it's
All
low
the way
light
through?
all the way through. God.
Robert, does the grip from the one work with the new one?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, the grip from the EM1 Mark II does not work with the grip from the EM1 Mark III. They are actually two different grips,
Well, that sucks.
right?
Sounds like a profit thing they want over there. You ready to get going?
Yep.
How
All
many
right.
different Micro Four Thirds manufacturers are there?
There are two Micro Four Thirds manufacturers. Basically, you have Panasonic as well as Olympus who are in bed together, and the lenses actually swap back and forth, so you have the ability to use them all. Of the 16 lenses I own, 9 of them are Olympus. The rest of them are Panasonics.
Can't do the math, can you?
No,
16
it was
minus
7.
9. You just couldn't
Seven.
do it. Yeah,
It's
thank
7.
you. Thank you.
And what are your two favorite Olympus Micro Four Thirds lenses?
My two favorite Micro Four Thirds lenses are actually the 12mm f2 and the 75mm 1.8. The 75 is by far my favorite portrait lens, runs around $899. If I'm correct, is also on sale. The background blur is absolutely one of my favorites.
Hold on.
Test, test.
Robert Backman was wrong. I have my Olympus rep on right now. The grip will work on both of them, you idiot.
Okay, so the grip does work on both. I was looking at Tamara, and Tamara said no.
Thank you, Shelley Preston.
Thank you, Shelley.
Just the grip.
The grip runs $249 for the camera.
Is it a battery grip? It's got a,
It has an extra battery slot on there, so you can actually add a second battery in.
what's the total price of the package you got in front of you, or the camera and the lens there?
The camera body is
This is from Shelley.
$17.99. The lens is $11.99.
And $50 off.
And then you get $50 off for doing the order online. And then the satchel bag is $119 with a 20% off. And then the ProMaster filter is $69 with an extra 20% off as well.
Good. You look great now, Robert.
Just a close in on this.
I know.
thing.
You zoomed in on the product.
Yeah. Thanks, Shelley. All right, and now for your viewing pleasure, we're going to have Miss Tamara come in and take over. I'm going to go run my head into a wall now.
I'll push you.
Ask them to call you again. Tell them the 512 number.
The store is 512-467-7676.
You're here to take their call.
I'm here to take calls. Mark's here for the rest of the afternoon. Tamara's here. And then also on the website,
Tomorrow, there will be staff here tomorrow.
there will be staff in the store tomorrow
And Sunday.
and Sunday. And then just don't be afraid to give us a holler, yell if what you need us for anything. And then, like I said, on the website, there are 4 different salespeople whose cell phone numbers are up there.
You get lots of phone calls.
Yes, lots of phone calls. And Tamara.
Hey, everybody. Oh,
Yay! He's done.
that was
Turn your
the
mic on.
Greg and Robert show. Now it's just going to be the Tamara show, okay?
Get your mic on?
All right, I'm here to talk to you today about the
want
Canon little mirrorless camera. Personally, I think this was one of the most inventive things that Canon has done in a really long time. And there's for a lot of reasons, but this is the M6 Mark II. This little kit, which means the on you. All right, this is 32.5 megapixels. This is using their new DigiCake processor, and that does a lot for you. What the processor does is it's the way that it processes okay, the whole picture, okay? So you take the picture, it processes it, it actually makes it a lot better in lower light too. And speaking of that, the ISO on this is all the way up to 25,600. Now you're probably going to see,
Microphone on camera.
should be, is it?
There's an issue with the sound. Robert's not fixing
Am I good?
Well, they're not hearing her.
Yeah, it's on.
It's on, okay. Sorry guys, thought we were having more technical difficulties, okay? It has a front and a back dial, okay? So this is, you know, basically aperture and shutter dials. You can do a lot of other things with these little dials and everything right here. The other thing that I really like is, man, this can fit anywhere. The lens is actually going to, you know, close in when you're doing it. When you turn the camera on, like right now, it is actually going to tell me to retract the lens so that it'll actually open up, okay? So you can't mess up. It takes a SD card. It takes the 17 Canon battery, all right? It is full touchscreen, guys, so I can just sit here and touch the screen wherever I want. It's going to focus for you. It's going to do everything that you want. It actually, even if you hit this on, it will do touch shutter. So this means basically I hit the item, it's going to focus, and it's going to take the picture. Hopefully you heard the little click there, okay? It's got a quick automatic focus and manual focus button right here, so you can just flip it over to manual focus. All right. This setup is exactly like the other Canon cameras. If you'll notice right here, here's where the focusing is. Here's my A lock. So this menu system is going to be a whole lot. This is actually quite a bit of improvement over the M50. And to let you guys know, the M50 was the leading top seller at Christmas. And this is a big improvement. It's going to cost a little bit more, but it has 5,481 focusing points. So that's quite a bit, guys. And if you're using a regular, and this uses
Is that
the,
overkill at a certain point when
It
you
does.
throw all this stuff in?
it does.
Are they just
Well,
doing it for the
I
numbers?
think really what they're trying to say is it's actually focusing from end to end.
Okay.
So you have
So
more
you don't have any
focusing
blank
points.
spots.
You don't have any blank spots at all on it. So this is where, in fact, if you use a regular M series lens, you get 100% focusing horizontal and you get 88% vertically, okay? So you're missing a little bit on the sides, but that's a huge difference because in a lot of cameras, you're going to be missing those corners. You're going to try and tap to focus or tap to do it, and it's not going to focus because those points aren't spread out from one end to the other.
I want to interrupt you just
Yep,
because I
okay.
can. So this is an M50 replacement?
Uh,
Or not, or-
Not really. This is a replacement for the M6, the original M6. Okay. They are a little bit different. The M50 is meant to be their kind of entry level.
Great camera then.
Yeah, it's a great camera for
How
the
much more
price.
is this over the M50?
Well, this is $10.99 for the kit.
A lot more than the M50.
Lot more. But it also comes with the viewfinder. Okay, so this viewfinder you can take off and on, and it's a really bright viewfinder. It's beautiful. And the one thing that they did on this one is you do
that
get
work on
touch
150?
focusing. Do what?
Will that work on other cameras, the viewfinder?
No, because it has the intelligent
it?
shift.
Okay, all right. I didn't
Now, the one thing that the camera does do is when you have your eye up to the viewfinder, I can move my focusing point on the LCD screen. Okay, so you can actually see where you're focusing by just hitting your thumb, and it will actually use that point while you're looking through the viewfinder. Okay, so which is really cool. Now I picked this little Joby. This is called the mobile. Do what?
Looks like he's waving.
I know, right? See? All right, I picked this because you can actually use this, okay, with the M6 Mark II. All I'm going to do is take off these twisty arms right here, and I can put it just straight onto the camera like this, and I can use this here. But this is kind of meant to be your, you know, blogging cell phone type of thing. The extra arms that you have on here, if I can get it back on here. Whoop.
No
I may,
pressure. We're
I may
live.
have
There's
to,
no pressure.
I may have to get Greg to do it since, you know. All right. So it's meant to do so that maybe I put an extra GoPro on here to have an action thing, a light, a microphone or whatever. And this is actually set up too that I've got another little hot shoe right here. I can turn this left and right. So all I have to do is like put my little cell phone right in here, and I can go horizontal or I can go vertical, right? all right, whichever way I want to go. And if I go the horizontal way, all right, I can actually put something up on here also. So it's really cool. You can take these arms off. You don't have to have these arms. I mean, if you don't want to put any other items on, on there, if you don't need a light or you don't need a microphone, you can just use it like this, okay? This is $99.95. All right, it's a great way to just kind of be able to carry it. If you're blogging or something, you can always just carry this Joby straight out like this and blog. Same thing with the camera on there. And that's another thing that I like about the M50 and this M6 Mark II is this is a pretty darn wide angle lens, okay? It's a 15, okay? So you're gonna be able to do this and be able to see yourself, okay? Unfortunately, I don't do that. It scares me. Give pictures of myself, right? Okay.
Man, this ain't nothing bad.
All right. Any questions?
They're just wondering about what lens was on the M6.
The M6 is the 15 to 45, the kit lens. Okay.
aperture on that?
Oh, I did forget about the one thing. This is a 3.5 to 5.6. Okay, or 6.3. Sorry. You can put any EOS lenses on here, but you need an adapter, okay? This is basically an EF-M lens. It's an M mount lens for the M series cameras, if that makes any sense. They do come so that you can do an adapter and put any of your EFS or EF lenses on here. The only thing is that you're not going to get as wide of a focusing area. You're only going to get about 80 and 80, so you're going to be missing 20% of your focal points, top and bottom.
Just to get the lenses.
Yeah, I think, because
make
it's
the
adding
lenses.
weight. It's adding weight, it's adding size. They don't have too many right now, but they're coming out with a lot. But if you have this beautiful 100 macro of Canons, it's perfect to get the adapter along with it. It runs around $250. That way you can use that high end, or guess what, if you're doing birding and you have a 150 to 600, you can put that 150 to 600 on here. Makes it a little bit easier weight-wise to carry it down, and the tracking on this thing is really amazing, even with the other EOS lenses, okay, EF lenses. Anything else? Nope. All right, guys, we're still trying to cater to everything you need. Okay.
In case somebody wasn't on earlier, what's the deal with this? We have.
I know. Getting ready to.
Huh?
The deal,
Yeah.
like the coupon
give me the
50.
deal. I want the deal.
You get
Show
if
me
you
the
buy anything in the store that's over $500, we are going to give you a $50 off. Okay.
But how do they do that?
Coupon code. And what's the coupon code,
I
Greg?
don't know. I'm asking you.
No, it's coupon
50 off 500.
50 off
And
500.
does it have to be just one item 500, or can it add up to $500?
It can add up to $500.
I tried to talk to Backman. I gave him about 100, 200, and 200, and he was counting all his fingers and figured that add up to 500.
Right.
It
Yeah.
does add up to
Yes,
500.
it does. As long as it adds up to 500, we're going to give you $50 off, okay?
And free shipping.
And free shipping. And guys,
Get
we're
the
here
state
for
of
you.
Texas.
It's state of
Southwest
Texas.
Texas.
I know.
Texas
Wait a
strong.
minute. El Paso? Sorry. El
Who
Paso's
the hell
2
lives
days.
in El Paso?
I know, right? But El Paso, it's out of that little.
How about Evelyn? Shelley Preston, Olympus rep, lives
I
in
know.
Evelyn.
We can get it
Hi,
to her.
Shelley.
Ask Shelly. I sent her a package the other day, right? So
How did you get to get there?
it took a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it took it.
Miller was wondering if the contest has a theme.
No, the contest is basically just stuck at home type
Just
of thing.
stuck at home, take whatever you want to do
Solidarity,
abstract.
crawfish, things like
Yeah,
that.
anything, guys. We just want you to get out, and if you can get outside, but just don't get near anybody. We want you to go out and breathe the fresh air because we don't want you to feel cooped in. We want you to open the doors, do something on your balcony, your porch,
Wildflowers are
your
coming out
oh
now,
my God, the blue bonnets are huge. Go plop your dog or baby in the middle of the blue bonnets and take a picture,
out for
you know.
snakes.
Yeah.
I killed one last
Yeah.
night.
So precisioncamera.com, precision-camera.com. We're still.
Ah!
Oh, that's right. We
Oh my
changed
God,
it.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, 6
Say
feet.
6 feet away. I
6
got you.
feet.
What's our
Sorry,
website?
it's precisioncameraatx.com. Sorry, guys, we changed it. It's the habit. Because I still type in and it gives it to us, okay?
well, whatever.
All right, I know. So, but let us know. We're open every day. We're shipping on Monday through Friday. Our shipper's just over here watching, giving me a thumbs up. He's working hard here, guys. So let us know what we can do for you.
A thumbs up or something else.
Yeah,
Oh, it was.
it was a thumbs up. All right, guys, holler at us if you need us. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.